The time now is 1:30. Let's give you guys a brief update on the snow heading into the tri-state right now. So winter storm warnings rather in effect have been for a few hours now, but of course the snow is just now starting to fall in parts of the tri-state. This has started south and west of Cincinnati as forecast. Accumulating snow going to start to pull on into the tri-state within the next 30 minutes or so. But you can see parts of Ripley, Dearborn, Ohio, Switzerland counties have been seeing the snow pretty steady, pretty light snow. But steady over the last 30 minutes or so. It's starting to creep into parts of Grant, southern Boone, southern Kenton counties, Dearborn as well, heading into Franklin County, and Cincinnati we're next for the light snow to be pulling on through. Again, accumulating snow looking likely the later and later we get. In fact, the snow is just getting started, and once it starts, it's not going to stop. And we got some new information for you guys about how much snow to expect, because we've been watching new trends with the data coming on in all morning long, and we've been watching out for these patterns, identifying trends, and now we're kind of looking at a little bit more of an increased risk of higher snowfall totals. And that's because we're seeing not only a long period of time in which the snow is going to be falling. I mean, it's starting now and it's not going to stop until Sunday evening, but the snowfall rates have also gone up too, plus the snow ratios. And it all comes together to give you guys this forecast here. So here's what to expect and when. This is for your on-the-ground snowfall totals by the end of the day today by midnight. Expect 1 to 3 inches of snow out there on the ground. Here's the new information. By 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, 5 to 9 inches of snow. That means 4 inches of snow falling between midnight and 6 a.m. It's an increased rate, that's the new info, and even more snow on tap for your Sunday evening. Again, the snow is going to start to come to an end Sunday evening from about 7 to 11, but once everything is said and done with the snow, we're forecasting anywhere from 10 to 16 inches, maybe a little bit more. Again, this is the new trend that we have pulling on through the tri-state, something we've been keeping a pretty close eye on, and now we can comfortably say as the storm gets closer that the chance for these higher snowfall totals has gone up. And here's your latest timing. So around 2 o'clock, within the next 30 minutes, everywhere in the tri-state is going to start to see those flakes flying. It'll start accumulating a little bit later, of course, with the light snow. At least we're starting to dip our toes in, but then it just picks up and it continues throughout your evening as well. So roads, travel conditions, they're only going to worsen throughout the day. Your time is very limited to get out there on the roads and do some last minute shopping before the snow starts. But again, 1 to 3 inches by midnight tonight. Minor accumulations, at least compared to what we're tracking for Sunday. I don't think you need to reconsider the Cyclones game this afternoon. Just make sure that you have someone who's confident behind the wheel, because once you get into the late evening tonight, that's when we have those accumulations coming into the forecast. But again, as we see the overnight hours into your Sunday, here's the new information that we've been watching for you guys. Snowfall rates, they're going to kick up. And they're going to kick up quick, and they're going to stay consistent for hours. And that's why we're able to wake up to 5 to 9 inches of snow by 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Notice the deeper blues coming back into the mix. They stay in the mix in the tri-state all the way through your morning. However, with just a little bit of warmer temperatures throughout the layers in the atmosphere, we still can't rule out some sleet coming into the mix, in which that would reduce the snowfall totals down in parts of Owen, Grant, Bracken, Pendleton, Robertson, Mason, Brown, and Adams counties. And you'll see that happen between about 8 to 10, maybe lingering into 12 o'clock tomorrow. It's not a big window, but it is a window, and if that happens, this would help smush the snow down a little bit, but it's also sleet, which means icy conditions still in the forecast for you guys, and then it becomes all snow again throughout the afternoon. And while they have the chance to see ice, everyone else, including us here in downtown Cincy, just continues to see hours and hours of heavy at times snow. And so that's why we went ahead and changed the information for you guys, because this trend has held for several hours now. We don't expect those snow showers to come to an end until late in the evening on Sunday, but reminder that the impacts are felt well after the snow showers come to an end. That winter storm warning for everyone here in the tri-state, it's not going to be allowed to expire until 12 p.m. noon on Monday. We'd be very shocked if we had we didn't have school delays or cancellations there for your Monday morning. So here's your latest snow map coming on in from the Fox 19 First Alert Weather Center. Again, this is some new information. We went ahead and bumped up the totals a little bit. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been doing it very slowly throughout the morning, kind of just picking up on these patterns. And yeah, we're still seeing upwards of, or rather downwards of 10 inches of snow. I think everyone will get at least that much. I know it seems like a lot, and it's because it is a lot, but it's also because we're seeing snow showers for 24 plus hours. So they're in the pale pink, anywhere between 10 and 13 inches. That includes parts of Butler, Warren, Clinton, Franklin, Fayette, Union counties. 13 to 16 inches now. That's the new range of possibilities here in Cincinnati for the 275 loop, parts of Ripley, Dearborn, Ohio, Switzerland, Boone, Kenton, Campbell, Claremont, Brown, Highland, Southern Clinton, Warren, Butler, and Northern Adams counties. Again, it's a good amount of snow, and it's because the snowfall rates have been trending up. And you see that hashed mark with the pale pink? That means not only are you guys seeing the chance for some sleet, but also the chance for that heavy snow coming into the mix. I think you guys are going to see a little bit less snow compared to us here in Cincinnati, and that's just because you have a better chance of seeing some sleet coming into the mix. And should that happen, that would reduce the amount of totals that are seen as far as snowfall goes. Okay, let's get to some new information for you guys. Of course, there are some snow emergencies in effect for parts of the tri-state. I'm actually going to read off this from the city manager for the city of Cincinnati. I read it off during our 1 o'clock cut-in not too long ago, about 37 minutes ago. It says the city manager of the city of Cincinnati has declared a snow emergency. The Cincinnati Police Department's snow emergency procedures are now in effect and underway. And so what this means, this is official notification that any vehicle parked along a designated snow emergency route must be moved immediately. Vehicles remaining on snow emergency routes are subject to towing, and owners may be fined and responsible for all towing and storage costs. Again, that is directly from the city manager of the city of Cincinnati. You can find the list of all the snow emergencies, travel advisories on our website, fox19.com, and we'll of course have the latest information for you guys coming on in. But again, the snow has started here in the tri-state, and it's only forecast to pick up. We'll have more updates for you guys throughout the hour, heading over on channel 19 at 2, and then we'll be right back here on Fox 19 Now Plus, coming up a little bit closer to 12:30.